what do they call matter where they for grant, and this is where some Nigerians are trying to really spoil the name of Nigerians inside Ghana, which is not fair at all to good Nigerian, good citizens of Naija where they're inside this country. A lot of people do go to Naija and then they do what they call international business with students. They could go Naija, bring students to come to Ghana, go to university. Some of them are doing it in the right way, some they do them in a very wrong way. And this one where happened now, a very bad one. And I'm happy I get honorable people who will talk about this particular matter. He did this case where one of our brother, all the way, you know, in Naija, go put an advert on the radio and they begin to talk about how students supposed to come to go to school in Ghana. And he said he be lecturer, but unfortunately not be lecturer. And I think though, you know, people they do a lot of things, but he succeeded bringing a lot of students down. And unfortunately, those students pay some money to them, and even he do some matriculation, give them, carry them, can't dump them for one area for Dodo. So since January, and my attention was drawn. Now I go meet with these children. Some of them were them parents, now rich parents, they don't already take them children back to Nigeria. Some of them were from poor home, they still there. And thank God said this matter still there for grant already. You know, it don't reach our topmost place where the embassy here. But at the same time, we also need to sensitize and to also advise or also educate our people on the ground that if you are into that business, if you are into the business of going to Nigeria to bring students, you know, you are an agent of bringing Nigerian students to Ghana in an illegal way, telling lies to parents, bringing them down, and when they come to you, know, if you give them accommodation, you know, you just leave some of them and they are frustrated. Some die like that in this process. You got to put a stop to it because our eye there for grant. I know some people will say, but Lord, the wife will put this on air. You are joking. You are joking because if we allow this type of thing, now so you go to go. It go so they our name go to spoil the go and we no go agree at all. And some of them, the ones who wonder me be say a lot of rich people then children, then they inside here man go release money, give a fraudster like that. So you carry my picking, go Ghana, go put them for university. And we really need to look at this thing holistically today. Is it the fault of the parent, or you know, Ghana is so good that, you know, to a point that somebody go fit just go home, put advert on radio, and people are just trooping in, and they've been here since January, right? Being dumped somewhere. Some of them are very hungry. Some who have been able to struggle to get school themselves. Some are still there as I'm talking. What do you have to say about what is going on? Are our people, you know, are they doing well, or they're trying to disgrace us in disguise because of business?
Thank you very much, loadedmama.
Yes, ma'am.
I think I listened to the interview of the young lady.
Yes.
I believe from the way she speaks, she's enlightened a little bit.
Okay.
And should I say that if an advert is placed on radio and she heard it, ran to the station and bought forms.
Exactly.
And without finding out whether such institution exists. You should let me digress a little by saying that a system that is working is worth commending.
Okay. I
will say that Africans are not yet well organized in the area of system not working.
Okay.
Because I said this, if we are connected to anything else, let us talk about connectivity between Ghana, Nigeria, or in the West Coast.
Okay.
These people, these victims, they shouldn't have been the victims. Okay. I believe if a system I said that works, they would have got to find out. In this current time, all the institutions are on net.
On net, correct.
I believe if an institution is offering a scholarship, say in Ghana, you should be able to find out on your own.
Wow.
Before now, I've had instances where individuals from the UK and from Asia will come to Nigeria and say they are doing educational tour and all that, and people will travel all the way to those places to discover that those things are not true. The fact is that I think that we really need to start reassessing the educational debate in Nigeria. let me give you an instance of JAMB, for example.
Okay.
JAMB is going to be written any month from now.
Okay.
2 million students are going to write JAMB.
Okay.
Now, the universities in Nigeria have space for just 800,000 students.
Mm.
Now, after these exams were written, the 1.2 million, where are they going to go? Now, what you also forget about JAMB is that the university matriculation examination is outdated.
Okay.
There should be a restructuring of the admission system in Nigeria in a way that will be able to accommodate a larger number of students.
Okay.
Now, if people say, now when people say Nigerian students are coming into Ghana, they are doing this, I receive those things with mixed reactions, because in the first place, this is a country that has a vast population of very intelligent people, and people want to go to school.
Yeah.
And we have a system that segregates the procedure of admission into universities. Even in Nigeria, we have what we call positive discrimination, whereby if you are from one state, they consider you as a citizen of that state before admitting other students to that state university. These are factors that should be looked at. Whether or not JAMB should still be there, should be scrapped up, and then an alternative system should be put in place that admits students into the university, so that the system can accommodate people and accommodate students, and the population can actually be enough. It's not that Ghana has better educational system than Nigeria. That's not true.
If you're dealing with any nation, the proper thing is to deal through the consulate or the embassy.
Okay.
And they have to check for you. It's bad that these days some people don't do it. We have some friends that will go. But if you really want to deal with a particular nation, the embassy in your country or the High Commission should be able to give you every information you need. There are some schools, if you want to go to America, some schools there, you go through the embassy, and they can tell you even the grades of the schools. This one is grade 1, this one is grade 2, grade 3. And even investigate the person who claims he's a lecturer. Do some background check. And finally, we have one of the probably the only race that we don't care about ourselves. The Jews like themselves. The Muslims a lot push for their wealth and their activities, so they put systems in place. But I don't know why we don't love each other. We are poor and we still don't want to love. And those who love to, we don't treat them well.
My goodness.
The structure we have back there, and looking at what we really looking at if these guys are coming outside. And the question you did ask is the adverts, probably what we see in Abuja and around Nigeria and stuff like that.
In Abuja, they see adverts.
In Abuja, Kogi, somebody said it's even from Kogi there. I overheard that person. That is pretty correct, because I saw so many adverts while I was at home. Come to Ghana in school, university, if you want to school in Ghana, they'll get you admission, they'll get you accommodation and stuff like that. I saw advert littered almost everywhere, and I was asking myself, who are these people? On the other side again, you look at it that fine, there might be some people that are genuine, that probably have this influence in helping people get admission, or some of the institutions here in Ghana must have spread their tentacles out there in Nigeria, whereby they help them try get students to their schools, the private universities and all of that. I said, okay, it might be in that direction. But to my greatest surprise, I felt quite very, very bad. I felt sad when I heard this news of somebody trying to manipulate these students. Like Green earlier said, it's not a new thing. We've been faced with this kind of challenges.
But we are not speaking out enough, and we are ready to speak out.
Now it's happening in the education sector. Like before now, it has been in the sporting side. Where they will manipulate so many footballers, want to take you to Europe and all of that, and they bring them to Ghana. It's not only in Ghana. If you cut across West Africa, from the statistics or the figure that is given, over 2 million students will sit for JAMB pretty soon. And Nigerian universities, as it stands now, can only admit in about 800 or 850,000 students. What will happen to the 1.2 million thereabout? You understand? So definitely we want to go to school, and Nigeria is a nation where almost everybody want to go to school. You know? So you look at it, and that of footballers that happened before this, which was the first one. If you look at it now, it has reduced to its BOS standard. You can
because we are speaking out.
Because you came out, and we all joined hands together to make sure we fight it. And I would really thank God for your life, that this thing is coming up, and I thank God my very good friend Green is here too, who happens to is an editor and has a platform too, and we all join hands, use every platform to make sure we bring these people to book and make sure this thing. Nigeria, it's a beautiful country.
Somebody said, Loaded, may God bless you. Please let's work on this matter and bring this man to book so that this will stop. Another person said, Loaded Mama, The man is is using medicine on them, juju, making them all becomes mumu. Yeah, wow. All right, another person said, I'm coming on. There are a lot of other text messages. Somebody said, loaded mama, I am 29 years old boy. I was having a Nigerian girlfriend. So we stayed for 3 years. When I was running my business from Togo, when I was running my business from Togo to Ghana, and I had a problem with customs officers. This moment, I was arrested. This girl took away my gold that my grandmother left for me away, and so now I have oh my God! Well, listen, I will, because the time is fast spent, and this matter today is just an introduction, because we need to listen to some other interview from other children, and even the woman where holds them for the hotel, and the Ghanaian woman where they hold them as they talk right now. Next week, please follow up this crew. These my guests are coming back, and we'll go continue in this particular segment. Of course, what I would say is, when a day like this, Pastor Twin Stick is just already by my side to come and take over. But what we normally say is, you can subscribe to our Facebook or our YouTube. That is loadedmama.tv. loadedmama.tv. You go see all these people live, and you go listen to the show more and more. And you can also look at me for Facebook, Loaded Mama at Naija, or whatever day you are chased to. You go surprise how they take, they get all this information. People they call me, and people they write to me, and that's how they take the get. Somebody said there is a terrible boy called Azuka with business management and financial institute who was also doing this evil deal with the director of the school. Now matter day for granted. So we go dig and we go follow out all. There's a professor who's supposed to talk to us, a Nigerian professor, but next week we will listen to him also concerning this matter. He Nigerian lecturer, he dey Ghana as we talk right now. He dey listen to the show too.